Looking at the figures, you're clearly showing BJP as the largest party.
As of now.
As of
The
now.
latest is 28 BJP, JDU 20.
Yeah, latest is
But
28
there is also
BJP.
one more thing that is, I think, I would like to draw attention to this. In 1985 elections, 63 deaths were reported in 156 booths. 1990 in Bihar election, 87 deaths took place. In 1995 Bihar elections, TN session postponed it 4 times. 2005 repolling done in 660 booths due to violence and malpractice. 2025 Bihar elections, 0 repolling and 0 violence.
But it has not happened overnight, Karthik. If you remember, when even in that Magad Shahbaz belt, where you saw a real conflict between the Naxalites and the upper caste private armies, it was in 1989 that for the first time we had parties which were underground who became overground, and the first candidate of the CPIML, which was I think called the IPF then, was elected from ARA. Okay, so the transformation has not happened overnight.
To add to what you say, you see, the Election Commission has learnt from every election how to, have the security forces better deployed. Remember, Bihar had multiple rounds of elections. Now, this time they brought down to 2 phases, number one. Number two, also the overhang of what was an Naxal movement or the left-wing extremism has comparatively shrunk over the years.
I think 2005 was the watershed moment. I remember KJ Rao was the deputy election commissioner when he
was credited with having the cleanest
cleanest election in Bihar, and he posted himself in Patna. I remember in Maurya
In
Hotel.
fact, what you're telling me, I remember Karthikeya just referred to the 95 election session thing. I remember having covered a event of Mr. Session in Delhi, where he thumped the table lectern and said, "मैं देखता हूँ बिहार में कैसे चुनाव ठीक नहीं होंगे." And that was the election when he had multiple, and there was a lot of criticism of him. That why is he continuing to postpone elections? Because he said, unless the ground conditions improve, I am not going to have the elections. So it's not that, or as he said rightly, every election, the election commission authorities pick up from what they have and know how to put better, create that sense of confidence where you are allowing free and fair voting.
But now with the numbers here in the clear lead for the NDA, and seems like quite a thumping majority, at least so far, the Mahagathbandhan will come back to call this vote chori again.
Well, that's a political call. It's a political call for Mahagathbandhan. They'll have to look at what actually went wrong with them, number one. Number two, as the election commission trend shows, maybe I was just scrolling the data, probably 1 or 2 seats they have crossed third round, and they have 30 rounds to go in some seats, there are 27 rounds to go in some seats, 26 rounds. So it's a huge, the time gap from now on to when you cross the midway mark is going to be somewhat.
I think around 11:30 we'll get.
No, nowadays it's also taking time. If you remember the last few elections, all of us are here. It's because the election commission itself has altered the way in which a result can be declared. In the sense they've put more checks and balances in place. And this time in particular, in case of a 17C, which is the exit at the time of when you close the poll, you give a number. And if there's a mismatch between that and the result, the VVPAT will be counted, all the VVPATs, which means they are going to be more rigorous in their approach.
Now see, the latest EC figure says the gap between JDU and BJP is closed down. BJP is 35, JDU is 33.
Wow.
So I think that's
I mean,
I'm talking about the election commission
EC
website.
website is what we can bank on right now, and it seems like both the parties, the coalition partners, have performed very well.
Right now, Bharatiya Janata Party, as per the EC, is 33 seats. Janata Dal United is 24 seats. Rashtriya Janata Dal is 20 seats. LJP is 8 seats. INC is 5 seats. That is what this is. Sumit, you weren't here, and this question I was asking again and again. Can there be a Maharashtra in Bihar? There are a lot of naysayers. They were saying, no, it cannot be. But if you look at the way results are organizing, they're organizing around BJP as per the EC.
And the latest EC figure says, the latest which I have updated is 35 BJP, 33 JDU, 21 RJD.
Well, Karthikeya, just to
It's
take
very
your
close.
question
The
forward.
numbers are shifting very quickly. As far as I see on the website as well, every minute it's
That will change.
increasing.
No, to take your question forward, you see, this is exactly the question which cropped up when the Maharashtra results were out, and we were sitting in a discussion studio elsewhere. The same thing said, BJP had declared to go to under the face of Mr. I said, a single largest party in a coalition getting the numbers can, it's like very difficult to deny them the chance to reach out and say, you said
But
this.
I think
No, I think it's a pragmatic politics. That's a different matter. But otherwise, if a party is the difference is wide, it's like untenable.
So in Bihar last time, JDU has 43.
No,
They
but
had
that
some-
was condition was different.
Yeah.
Conditions
so I
were
think,
different.
but
You know,
Karthikeya, in
in-
UP, in Bihar, one of the critical factors in deciding the leadership will be that BJP will be facing Uttar Pradesh Vidhan Sabha elections in 2027 March. What they do in Bihar in terms of leadership, in terms of Nitish Kumar, will have a reflection politically in the adjoining state, which is politically very significant from them.
No, what
Remember, he
kind of
comes from a
impact?
non-Yadav backward community, a leader
Okay.
on which the BJP will be heavily banking on in Uttar Pradesh. So that is a factor that BJP will have to consider.
Or do you think that this result is also a combination? If Manish continues to proceed, then I'll go to Samya. Manish, this is also a combination that, when it comes to a CM candidate, Tejaswi is in no competition with Nitish Kumar. It's just boiling down to that, and plus other things.
Absolutely. In fact, there cannot be any comparison. I don't want to get into details. Everybody knows. But, I would like to comment on this continuous speculation about the number of seats by BJP and JDU. I think Bihar is a very different case altogether. This is a purely an NDA government right from beginning. And that one has to understand that it's like Pach Pandav, they are all contesting, even LJP and RLJP and Jitan Ram Manjhi together. I think what happens together is more important than separately. We didn't contest this election like the way, the Mahagathbandhan did. They contested against each other. But here, for example, we are contesting less seats. JDU is contesting less seats. So you can see that the way we have contested seats is also like one family. And therefore, one of your guests was mentioning about last time, JDU having 43. So this entire speculation, I think it is uncalled for as far as Bihar is concerned. It's very, very clear that Nitish Ji is the leader and this election was contested on his face and he's going to be the chief minister irrespective of whether, we would love that JDU gets as many seats as possible. There's nothing wrong. And we are looking at a good strike rate ourselves. But I don't think that, it's going to be major difference as such between BJP and JDU, even if it
Saying
happens.
Manish Barrier
it
is that
doesn't
irrespective
matter.
of what numbers the JDU gets, Nitish will be the CM yet again. That's decided.
Clear right from the beginning. So here's is a very different case. So that speculation and comparison with Maharashtra doesn't hold here.